like my ankle rolled over, and then my camera went flying.
I think that was planned. All right, so I'm on a As the Crow Flies hiking GoPro. I have taken over. It's my GoPro now. Action, right? This is the action fingers.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Old Crow Hiking Show.
Old Crow.
Old Crow. You may know this guy from his channel. This is Andy from Metro on the Move.
What's going on, everyone?
So I've got 10 questions I want to ask him. I think this is the 7th episode, but I'm not positive. I'll put it down below when I figure out where I am in the number.
There was more before me?
No, you're the first.
Oh. So
but it's the 7th episode.
I felt special for 2 seconds, man.
You're number 7.
Oh.
Well, that's a good number though. Like
lucky.
That's good lucky
I have
number.
a tattoo of the 7 right back here.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
So I am 7.
Number 7.
Right.
So I got a chance to hike with Metro on the Pine Mountain Trail. Went well, so we decided to go again and hike, and we're on the Fiery Gizzard Trail today. I asked him if he would do the Old Crow Hiking Show, which is 10 questions, and he agreed, which is nice because some people don't want to answer my questions. And
I can edit this later?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I got 10 questions for you, Andy. Are you ready?
Yes.
He's ready.
Now.
No?
Yes, right now.
Right now?
Right now.
Okay,
right.
Here we go. Question number 1. How did you get started in backpacking?
Well, that's an interesting story. I've always loved the outdoors, but more specifically in 2015, I watched one of my friends suddenly pass away in front of me, in fact, while I was performing CPR. And that kind of impacted me to a point of where I wanted to change up my lifestyle 100% and dedicate myself to the outdoors to explore new paths and a new way of living. And not only to do that, but also to share those experiences with others. So that's what my passion is really all about, is to find new places to explore, have the experience, share it with others to motivate them to live more healthier lifestyles.
That you had told me that story, I think, on the first time when we hiked together, and that is a interesting and sad story, but something great came out of it. So that's incredible. I love what you've done with your channel. You are inspiring people in the metro area of Atlanta and further to get out and outdoors, and that has been great. Whoa, there's a bee.
It's just a
just
a fan.
It's a
get it?
Hear that
it's
buzz?
It's a fan.
Incredible story about how he got started on the trail, and that has propelled him into this channel and everything else, huh?
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what's every single week, a new episode, something new, whether it's gear reviews or a new place to hike.
All right. That kind of parlays into Metro. How did you get the name Metro on the Move?
Well, there's 2 ways I got the name, but I'll tell the name that's specific to how I got it on the trail. I was actually very into looking up various different places to backpack, and so with that being said, I was sharing some knowledge with someone I met on trail, and one of the gentlemen that was out there on the trail was like, well, you know, you sounds like you know a lot about this area, you know, where do you live around here anyway? I was like, well, I actually live in Atlanta. He goes, oh, so you're one of those metros that comes up here on the weekends. And I was like, I guess so, and I guess I'll take that. So yeah, that's how I got my trail name. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, so all the mountain people out there, sorry, but it's for everybody, right? So that's what it is. I'm Metro on the Move, so I took that as my trail name.
It's a great name and a great logo. So you just came out with a new logo for your channel.
Yep.
I think the videos that I did with you, I have the old logo in it, but with this one, I'll put the new logo.
Well, I'll do something even better. Anybody that's watching this particular episode, if you like this particular, actually hit the like button, send me an email at metroonthemove@yahoo.com, and I will send you a free sticker as long as you live in the lower 48 states. I'm not doing international shipping.
I've learned for a sticker, yeah,
but I will send you a complimentary sticker as in recognition of today's show.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Metro. Okay. Let's move into more kind of backpacker specific and gear, because everybody loves gear. I love gear. Everybody loves gear.
Yeah.
So I know this is a loaded question. I know it depends on the season, and sometimes you change it up. But kind of what is your current big 3? Shelter, sleeping bag, and backpack.
Well, that means what I'm using right now. So
I guess,
So let's go with the tent. I have the Big Agnes Fly Creek UL1 tent. That's the HV version, not the carbon. I'm not rolling in the dough per se. So I picked that up for about 200 bucks. It's been great. It's a little small, a little cramped, but that's my tent. My pack is the Hyperlight Southwest pack at 2,400, so it's about 40 liters or so forth. And my sleeping quilt is actually the Aegis Max 32-degree bag. Is a budget quilt, so if you were looking for something a little bit less expensive, check that out. In fact, Darwin on the Trail recommended that to me. Very cheap, but it does what it needs to do. I will say the only downfall of that quilt is if you wash it, the feathers aren't the best quality, so it does have that foot smell to it.
Oh no, it's got a foot smell?
Well, kind of funky foot smell.
Stinky feet?
Yeah, like darn tough, stinky. So,
no, that's a great quilt. I know a bunch of people have it and love it.
Yeah,
it's great, and it's light.
It's a pound, yeah.
Yeah.
Right at a pound.
Number 4, and have you done a video on this? Have I tagged you on a video of this? What is your favorite trail?
So that's a very simple answer to that question. The Appalachian Trail in Georgia is where I really started backpacking and, you know, just getting out there and learning all the various different trail systems. And I also want to give a shout out to the shuttle system that helped me do all of these trails, mostly solo. The Further Shuttle Appalachian, Donald and Mary, if you're looking for a shuttle on the Appalachian Trail, great people, they are reliable, good rates and so forth. And they also have, look at me, I'm wearing a shirt.
Got your shirt.
The Grateful Hiker in downtown Beeville, they actually have a hiker hangout for all the through hikers that are coming through if they need to recharge their battery or resupply. Great spot, check it out. The Further Shuttle Appalachian, my friends Donald and Mary.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite specific part about backpacking? You got anything specific that it's your favorite thing?
So when you are on a new trail like today, like I have never been to the Fire Gizzard Trail before and everything is new and you get to take in something for the first time and see things, you know, that you've never seen before, like the gorge, the waterfalls, the endless stairs, the ups and downs, the sweat. I mean, it was good because it was the first time.
The sweat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of the good and the bad, but it's a love-hate type thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, let's flip it around. Do you have anything that annoys you about backpacking or is not your favorite thing?
Yes, the number one thing to everyone that's watching this video, do not take Bluetooth speakers on the trail. I know that you want to hear your favorite Taylor Swift song or, you know, or who.
Oh, but don't be dissing Taylor Swift, man.
I broke up with her years ago, so I have no love for Taylor Swift anymore. So leave your Bluetooth speakers at home. I will buy you a no, I'm not going to buy them.
No.
You need to get a $5 pair of headphones, put them in your ears, and listen to Taylor Swift all day long. That's what you need to do for everyone on the trail.
Unless it's Guns N' Roses, then you can put it as loud as you want.
Rock on, baby.
There you go, yeah. Okay. So that's your least favorite part.
Least favorite, yeah.
If you're not backpacking, what do you do for fun?
Well, as a YouTuber, I make videos. Outside of that, I go for a walk in the Chattahoochee River National Recreation Area. So I couldn't call it hiking because I'm not wearing a backpack. I'm not really doing anything extreme. It's more like extreme walking. I guess. So I'm an extreme walker. You know? I don't do the fast, like heel to toe.
Like old senior citizen walk? Yeah.
Well, you know, I don't do that.
Yeah.
But, you know, I like to go on walks with my wife. And I am actually the chef in the house. So I like to cook dinner and meal planning and stuff like that is what I'm into. Yeah.
Okay. Quick round question. What is your favorite book, movie, and TV show, if you have them or if you're into those things?
So books, I don't really read a lot because I'm always on the move.
Yeah, Metro.
But I will say that my father, he was a missionary and he actually helped smuggle 1 million Bibles into China. So if you're looking for a book to read, Night of a Million Miracles, I think it's by Paul Estabrook. You can look it up on Amazon or there'll probably be a link down below. Please put a link down there.
I'll try if I can find it.
And the other book that I remember from my childhood was A Dangerous Journey. It was also known as Pilgrim's Progress, where he carried the burden for years through the
I remember that.
The treacherous journeys, and then finally he got to let go of it. It's kind of like when you come into camp and you get to take off your pack.
Take your pack off,
You can let all that burden go. That's my favorite.
That's absolute. Okay, and then TV show?
TV show. To Catch a Smuggler. We've been watching that at the airport, all the different ways that people are trying to smuggle their fruits. I'm not just talking about drugs, but fruits and vegetables.
Great idea for a show.
Oh my gosh. I mean, my wife and I have been binge watching that all the episodes we can find. We've pretty much said, have we watched this one? I don't know. Let's go ahead and watch it. So that's what we do. That's our favorite show.
And I think you told me this last trip, but what is your scariest moment on trail?
Okay, I was on the backside of Blue Mountain, and I had just gotten cell phone reception, so I did what any person would do. I shouldn't say any person. I picked up my cell phone and I started looking at things like, oh, look, Facebook post, oh, look at this. Nothing really of importance. And as I'm buried in my phone, and by the way, nobody needs to be looking at their phone on a trail like this. This is not a good look for you. But as you're looking down, you're not paying attention, so I look up, and less than 35 feet away was a bear standing on its feet looking at me like, okay, I'm on my feet now. You've actually irritated me at this point.
Wow.
So without hesitation, I screamed like a little girl. Or actually, I shouldn't even say, I screamed louder than a little girl. And let's clack my poles together. The bear was like, nah, you know what? I've had enough of this, and ran up the hill. So I dart down the backside of Blue Mountain. I come into the trail at Unicoi Gap. And I see these two hillbillies sitting up on the sign. And I said, hey guys, listen, there's a bear. It's about a mile away. Don't go that way. And they're like, well, I'm not scared of bears. Just shoot at it. I was like, I don't have a gun. He's like, well, I do. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm going to go ahead and exit. So that was my scariest moment on the trail.
Wow. Yeah, just the bear would have scared me. Seeing a gun with a guy.
Hillbillies, man. Yeah. Like, hey, man, you know, I got a gun.
All right, the last question I have. And it's just an advice question. So if you meet somebody and they're trying to get into backpacking, or somebody new that asks your advice on what should you do getting into backpacking, what advice would you give them?
Hike your own hike. This is actually a good one. A lot of people are like, oh, don't use that, that's so cliche. No, what I mean by that is, like, you don't have to be a through hiker. You don't have to be a massive section hiker. Do what works for you. Like, figure out the miles that you're comfortable with and slowly build upon that. Because if you're trying to compare yourself to others that are doing this, one, you don't know their situation, and two, you shouldn't be really judging what they're doing versus what you're doing, because it's all about finding yourself and doing, you know, whatever you like to do in the woods and making your own path per se. Well, don't trailblaze per se, like, you know, stay on the path, but find your own path that works for you. Hike your own hike. So that would be my advice to anyone getting into backpacking. And the second thing is you don't need to have a full pack. At the end of the day, the most important thing you can pick up is your shoes and your socks. If you have shoes and socks, you're hiking. You know, backpacking comes along with it over time. If you need a sack to put stuff in it, go with that. But don't rush out and go into bankruptcy because you spent thousands of dollars on gear. Just do what works best for you and capture the gear as you go along. That would be my advice to anyone getting started with backpacking. That's
great advice. Well, thank you, Metro. Andy, thank you so much for doing Old Crow Hiking Show and answering these 10 questions. I have them on a little card. Well, I just scotch taped it, so that's all I got. But it
Redneck
works.
Lamination.
Redneck Lamination from Alabama. All right, thank you so much, Andy. Check out his channel, Metro on the Move. That's what this is all about. I'm just highlighting some of the channels of people that I really enjoy hiking with and have had a good time with hiking on the trails. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next episode of Old Crow Hiking Show, where we'll have another highlight of a backpacker. Thank you guys. See you next time.
Wait, there's someone else behind me?
There's more. I actually have friends, believe it or not. We're heading out to the Ravens Point view. Me and Metro are in the back. But we're gonna see some views, and there is no cost for the views in this video.
Yes, there is.
What?
Yeah, it's new.
What's the cost?
$5 per view.
Oh no.
I'm putting up a table, and if anybody wants to see any views, it's $5. So if you stay longer than 5 minutes, it's double the cost. And I will make sure it gets in the right hands.
Gosh.
You can sit here and eat with me? Yeah. Not too shabby, huh?